Coach Fulks, and A's on Hayes following a 73-70 win over Old Dominion in overtime. We'll start with an opening statement and then questions.
Well, it certainly feels good to come out on the other side of one of those games that came down to the wire. I thought the biggest thing that we've really been trying to stress is being efficient on offense in the second half and then getting defensive boards. And, we hit all those numbers in the second half, including, I was just telling Ace, we got a huge rebound, and she was the one who came down with it. We had switched to man-to-man, and we got the miss, and that was probably one of the big differences was, so many of these close games we've gotten the stop, and then we just couldn't come up with the ball. And so I was really proud of them, and then I thought we executed really well in overtime. Even the plays leading up to overtime, we got a great look at Tim, we got a great look at Ace down the stretch, but then probably more importantly, in the fourth quarter, we made free throws, and in overtime we were 8 for 10, and so it makes it a lot easier to secure the game. And I thought, I was really proud of the effort, and that when we got to that point, we were fighting and competing to win it, and that mattered.
Very good. Talk about that last play where they came down and had a shot to tie it.
Well, the most important thing that we were focusing on in that moment, it was just don't foul them. We didn't want to give up a good look, but in those scenarios, it's always actually a little harder on the defense, I think, because you can't foul. And so I thought, we got the right person. We did a good job on 25. She's obviously their leading scorer. And she didn't have any in the first half, and she didn't hit any threes. And that was the biggest difference last time when we played them. We just gave up way too many threes. And even when we switched to man, we gave up threes. And so we had we've focused on it ever since then. And today they only hit 3, and I thought that's just been a testament to our commitment of we've got to be able to defend the three-point line and then rebound.
You attacked the basket really well early on.
Yeah.
It kind of opened up the three.
It did, yeah. It was almost like to our own detriment. We did not shoot it well here in the first half, which has happened a couple times here, and we knew going into this game because of how they defended, we were going to get to the rim. And we got to the rim, and one of the things I was really proud of is we weren't settling for lower quality shots when we knew we could be wide open at the rim. And so we got a bunch of reversals, and Ace and Cece and Maddie, Tim, everybody got to the rim early, which drove them to the zone. And then it took us a couple minutes to get our bearings because we were open from the three-point line, but we couldn't knock it down, and they were able to get the rebound and run. But we put in some different things, and we had a small lineup for a few minutes because of foul trouble, and we went 5 out, and we got a couple looks out of that. And so I think we're really getting a rhythm with all the different lineups, which is what makes offense hard if you don't know what you're going to run or who's going to do what. And you could see everybody settle down, and I thought, Cassie had a especially good second stretch in, and as she's starting to get settled into having a bigger role, she did a really good job when she came in those last few times.
Yeah, I was going to say, based on that 29, Peyton made some big plays that really don't show up on the stat sheet. Cassie played really well.
Yeah.
You had a lot of different contributors, and that's what you had to have, didn't you?
Yeah, it's much easier to guard if you only have, if you're really only to have focus on 3 or 4 people, and so we need to be able to supplement, and we need to be able to have everybody be willing to expand their own role, and sometimes that's harder than it sounds. And Cassie got a little nervous once and turned one down, and she's in the gym shooting every single day. She is probably our most dedicated and probably winning in shot tracker, and so we have plenty of belief in her ability to knock that shot down. And then she hit that big one and made a couple other shots and is attacking, and so she's only going to keep getting better, which just makes everybody's jobs easier if you really have to guard 5 people.
How'd you feel when Maddie hit the 3 to start the overtime?
Maddie had been a little bit of a shooting slump, but thankfully today was a good day to come out of it. And I thought, same thing, that they had run, we'd switched to a different set on offense, and there was a really big play earlier in the game where Ashley found Blessing, and it was important because it was an understanding. She went slow, we found it. It's not a quick setup, but it opened up Maddie later because we were able to get that score early, and it complemented each other. And so the understanding piece is getting better. And I thought, we only had a couple possessions today where we didn't have everybody on the same page on both ends. And, when you're in all these one-possession games, any of those, if we can have the whole game where we're all on the same page and making it hard for them to score and getting really good looks, we can come out on the right side on a lot of these.
think you had it on that last drive of regulation?
Yeah, I thought I did. And also, like, I'm left-handed, so usually, like, I make most of all my left-handed layups. And I wish I used my right hand on that one, but yeah, I thought it was in there and it just rolled in and out. But I knew going into overtime that we had it, just how hard we have been playing all game. Like, you could tell we wanted this game, and we deserved it. We work hard every single day, so it was a good win.
And you beat a good team too. They have winning record in the league and overall. So
Yeah.
does that give you a confidence boost?
Yeah, it does. I know we started off rough, but I always want to be the team that's getting better at the end. I would want to be the team losing all the games in the beginning and then winning at the end, because that's what matters is, the conference championship. So we're getting better. So.
Very good.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Jeff.